Hello and welcome back. Today we'll be discussing Carlos Carvalhal, who is currently manager of Swansea, but that is no longer the case after Sunday. So he was only on like a 6-month contract with Swansea, and he made such an impact when he came in. Getting wins against the likes of Arsenal. He also beat Liverpool, and that was just like a week after they beat Manchester City. But things haven't gone well. Recently, 8 games without a win. So with Southampton winning on Tuesday against the Swans, Huddersfield picking up an amazing point against Chelsea, it leaves Swansea pretty much dead. They need to win. Southampton need to lose on Saturday to Manchester City, and there needs to be a 10-goal swing, which is very, 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 very unlikely. So it's it's a shame that they've come into this position. He came in and they looked dead and buried. They looked gone, and he came and he turned things around, but he hasn't had much of an effect. I find it quite strange they would go for a different manager. He's done good. He's done okay at that level. The Championship with Sheffield Wednesday. They've been in the playoffs, I think, twice. If my memory doesn't mistake me here. The first season they got to the final and lost to Hull. And then the second season, they obviously lost to Huddersfield, who also got promoted into the Premier League, as did Hull. That was in the final, and Huddersfield in the semis. So he's got that experience, but maybe they want someone else. There is a little bit of sort of turmoil at Swansea at the moment, with Swansea City Supporters Trust wanting Hugh Jenkins, the current chairman, to stand down. I'm not sure what's happened because everyone, loved Hugh Jenkins and everything. But Swansea were 100% owned by their supporters trust, from what I remember, and then they were bought by some American owners, and the trust still has a 20% percentage ownership of the club. I'm not sure who they will get in. There are many lead candidates, likes of Lee Johnson from Bristol City, Dean Smith from Brentford. So there's a few people they could bring in. But like I say, I'm quite shocked that they wouldn't give him a chance. I mean, he's been there before. He's done relatively well. Without Carvalhal there, Sheffield Wednesday haven't done too much better. So they haven't done too much better without him, with a new manager. So I am quite surprised by the news. He's not the only person on one of these short-term contracts. David Moyes is, as is Mark Hughes. So we could see a few managerial changes. I can't see Hughes going anywhere, don't get me wrong. I think they're really happy with what he's done, and they want to build for next season. So yeah, Carvalhal will be leaving Swansea at the end of the season, regardless of what happens. Even if they do that 10-goal swing, it looks like he's gone, which is a shame. He seems a really great bloke. He's very funny. He's very, very happy. He comes out with some very, very strange things, but it's always funny, and that would chill out the players a lot, and it would certainly be a different sort of atmosphere to a negative one. So Swansea haven't scored in 6 in their last 8 games, and that is why they are going down. They sort of have 4 or so strikers. They have Jordan Ayew, Andre Ayew, Wilfred Bonney, and Tammy Abraham, with the last 2 not doing it for them. So there are talk of Chris Coleman coming back. into Wales and managing Swansea. I'm not sure they'll go for him, but for certain, Carlos Carvalhal will be leaving the Swans and will probably struggle to find another Premiership job. To be honest, I think that boat is gone. But you know, he seems a very nice bloke, so we wish him all of the best. But yeah, ever since they sort of sacked Laudrup, things haven't gone too well. They've had Monk and so since they had Laudrup, who did okay, he won the Football League Cup. He won the beating Bradford. So he came in after Brendan Rodgers, who did very well and got them into the Premier League. They had Gary Monk, and then they sacked him and brought in Francesco Guidolin, the Italian, and he lasted 259 days. And then they brought in Bob Bradley, who probably is one of the worst appointments and strangest appointments ever. That really failed. They brought in Paul Clement, which looked even weirder. He did well, got them out of trouble, and it looked like Carvalhal was going to do that again, but hasn't. So yeah, they've really sort of struggled for managers in the last few seasons. None have done over two full seasons, which is a problem, just not with Swansea, but every club. So yeah, so that's pretty much the Swansea situation sorted out. Let me know who you think should replace Carlos Carvalhal from Swansea down below. Be sure to like this video and subscribe for more. I am Mike, and I will see you very soon.